You know, I think everything looks good so far. So, yeah, no, we got to talk about Snowfall, my guy. We're not talking about college football today.
Snowfall stressing me out.
We got to talk about Snowfall. We got to talk about Bel Air. I'm surprised that we are already at episode 7 and episode 6 of Bel Air.
It feels like episode 7 of Snowfall. It
Nah,
feels like
fam.
it.
Nah, fam. But
It's this shit wearing me out, man. This shit wearing me out between crying over Unc and Louie's fuck.
RP.
Oh my
Sure,
god,
sure.
she is sending me on a rage.
How she has not
She is
died yet.
making me so angry.
How she has not died yet is amazing.
And she's oh my god, she gonna get my man's up. Oh, he should have let him. He should have let him. He should have just let him do what they was about to do. Should just let him do what he's about to do. I don't care what other ulterior motive was a benefit of him coming back to give you. He saved your life. He saved your life.
That is a fact. That is a
Uh,
fact. Um,
uh,
we also got to talk about something special in relation to Snowfall. So don't let me forget that. Well, actually, I wrote it down, so I'm not going to forget it. But we got to talk about
I
something.
think I know what you're talking about, so we'll bring it up. Yeah.
Cool, cool, cool. We'll have to have a little discussion about that and how things plan out because it's going directly against one of my predictions.
Yeah.
Nope, nope, nope,
Yeah,
nope, nope,
boy.
nope, 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 nope.
I have faith.
Actually,
I have
actually,
faith.
technically not. Technically,
Nah, God got her. God got her.
okay. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, God don't got the other one. Anyway,
You will see.
anyway.
You don't know.
Pop said we're all good. Patience Anderson with another showing in the
What's
chat
up, patience?
says back with the wig. I see. LOL. You
What
know
up, Mr. Layton?
what's up with y'all? What's up, everybody? All right, you ready to get started on Snowfall season 6, episode 7? All right.
Let's get through this
Snowfall.
emotional drama, this
Ah,
emotional trauma that they putting us through.
I think they slowed down a little bit for this one to give Unk
Nope.
his props, but then they're gonna rev it up in the next 3.
I felt it. I didn't feel like they slowed down.
Okay.
I
Snowfall.
never fussed more during an episode.
That's crazy. Yikes. Snowfall season 6, episode 7, Charnel House. I had to look up what the hell a Charnel House was. Apparently, it is a building or vault where corpses or bones are piled, or just a place associated with violent death. Fun
Damn.
fact. Fun fact. Not so fun
Yikes.
fact. Franklin takes Jerome's body to go get prepared for the funeral, and Louie is losing her motherfucking mind without being able to leave with Jerome. She doesn't know what to do without Jerome. She tried to follow the body all the way downstairs and everything. I can't blame her. It's all she knows at this point for at least the past few years.
Normal folks would think that, maybe it's guilt. I don't know. I'm spitballing ideas like, my husband told me he was about to leave me 8 hours ago, and then I got kidnapped because of this whole drug war stuff that I wouldn't give up. And I started, and now he dead. Like, maybe it's guilt, or it's hate for Franklin, probably. That's what it is. That's what's hurting my heart the most. That's what's making me cry, is hate for Franklin.
Yes, yes.
Oh my goodness.
Leon takes Louie back to her crib, and she doesn't want to have to face going into the house alone. Leon asks if she wants him to call Buckley or somebody, and then even offers to stay with her himself, but she says to go after acknowledging that the war is over. For her, at least.
And all it cost you was your husband.
Yeah, so that's a pretty big loss right there.
Oh my God.
Louie looks at her wedding picture and then her reflection as she now bears Kane's brand on her chest as a painful reminder of everything that's happened. So she lost and she gained a little bit too.
So the whole time I'm looking at her, I'm like, damn, man, what could she do to make, like, not let that set? Like, you could go ahead and burn the other space around the K and just make it like a block. You could cut the skin off, right? You can have somebody cut the skin off, and then you just have like a square on your chest
If you have
as
a
a
square
scar.
there, it's still going to do the same thing. You're still going to know what it is.
Well, it's not
K.
a K
Yeah.
for everybody else to see. You know what I'm saying? Like that's OD to have on your chest for the rest of your life, and
Exactly.
especially when it heals a because that's basically a brand.
Yeah.
You ever seen a brand like on a like somebody who had a like a fraternity brand?
Why your frat ain't give you a brand?
Give me.
Yeah, bro.
Uh,
Frats do that. So why don't y'all do a brand?
it's an option, and we're not cattle.
Oh, y'all weak. Y'all all supposed to get a brand.
That's not how that works. Anyways, like those, right? That thing gonna keloid up, and it's not just gonna be a scar. It's gonna be like
It's gonna get bigger. Yeah.
lifted off the skin. That thing gonna be fat. So like, you gotta do something to that now. Like butter knife that joint and just kind of shave it off or something. I would take the pain to not have a keloid K on my chest for the rest of my life.
Fair. That's fair. Parissa asks how Teddy has $73 million and nothing in his goofy ass crib, including food and furniture. Someone knocks at the door and Teddy pulls the blick out of his Duffy. However, it is his wife at the door, well, ex-wife, I guess, at the door without their son. Apparently, Parissa and Teddy had history that the wife knew about. Oh, yeah, and wifey is pregnant.
Yeah, no, she done gave up on Teddy. It's over with. It was big done. It was done while she was still trying to make it work and trying to make him like his son. But she wasn't getting it until he basically told her like, "Hey, yo, kick rocks. I got drugs to sell and guns to sell and black people to terrorize." But I thought that this whole exchange was one of the best scenes of the show because there's a few times in the series where they kind of acknowledge what I think the general consensus of the audience is, right? Yep. We all hate Louie, Lord Jesus, and they haven't given us the satisfaction yet, and we running out of episodes, damn it. We all think Reed is a tyrant of a man whose only satisfaction is pleasing the U.S. government, and it's literally the only joy in his life. Yep. And so it was cool to see that being recognized in that exchange with his ex-wife, because she's literally speaking out of our heads like, "Hey, yo, Reed, get this man his money back.
Facts.
What are you doing?
Yep.
What is happening right now? You a CIA agent who is running drugs from South America through the projects of Los Angeles, right? And you did it to the tune of millions of dollars. How did this turn into this man killing your father and you on the run? Give this man his money back. Who are you?" This man woke up one night and said, "I'm going to be John Gotti for a while." That's what I'm going to do. Run this thing like the mob.
Yep. Yeah, she tells him to give him the money back or face public execution.
Or I'm going to go out here and tell everybody, "Now kill me. Now kill me. Make me look like I had a heart attack." Because you best believe she knows full on well who Teddy is, exactly what he has done and does.
Yep.
On an intricate level. They worked within the same agency. She knows. Mm-hmm. Okay? So ain't no way in hell you about to sneak into my house, stick me with that little cocktail that you about to hit Oso with a couple episodes ago, and just slide up out of there. She has contingencies. I don't think he would get the drop on her. Plus, that's the mother of his son. Mm-hmm. Mother of his kid. So, like, I mean, if they put him in conflict with like the government, you think I think he would. I think he would. I don't think there's nothing Reed won't do. I think that's the only thing him and Franklin have in common is that there's no step that either one of them won't take.
I agree with that. All right, Franklin pulls up on Sissy and Wanda and lets them know the bad news that Leon is with Louie. Sissy seemingly immediately picks up on the gravity of the situation. Sissy and Franklin go to view the body, and Sissy asks if he suffered, and Franklin says no. As Franklin attempts to console her, she pulls her arm away and walks out of the room.
Yeah. I mean, I just hope that the feeling that Sissy has, which there's a couple clues and scenes to come that give us that impression that it's not the same type of anger that Louie has. Like with Sissy, it's more so as like, look, I told y'all to stop doing this shit a long ass time ago, and now my brother is dead. Like, don't try to console me now. Like, I've been told y'all to stop this shit.
Yeah.
Not that Franklin didn't try. Not that Franklin didn't try. He's the only one that tried.
Yeah.
Hell,
as much as
we huh?
They were in too deep.
Yeah, as much as we crying over the man murdered a woman at the beginning of the season. Like off of some show of force type stuff.
Yeah.
Killed her.
Mm-hmm. With his bare hands.
So like, again, I see them trying to give us this like win by any means necessary ghost in season 6 of Power type arc, the Who Killed Ghost season, right? Like that's, you know, it's akin to that kinda, but it ain't. You can't convince me because you also at the same time showing the only person giving a handout to try to have a sit down in the middle of shooting at each other. The only one that tried to save the other person went. I mean, if I wanted the war done and Jerome to still be alive, them boys could have had their fun.
Yeah.
If that's what it is, but I saved your life. Who cares what else it's for? I saved your life. I saved you. I kept you from becoming a journal. So I don't understand. I don't get it with Louie. With Sissy, she's been trying to pull Franklin's focus towards Reed this whole time, like even towards the back half of last season, and somehow it spun out into her brother dying, which is probably very disappointing for her, especially for her trying to hang on to the best parts of Franklin in the midst of him turning into this monster that he is this season.
Facts. Big facts. Parissa talks shit about Teddy's wife, but says she has a point about getting Franklin his money back. Teddy states that he believes the money belongs to them, which is the whitest thing I think I've ever heard on this show.
Oh, wow.
I'm just...
They stressing me out. They put that in there because they knew we was all sitting up here like, yo, who is he talking to, bro? Who is he talking to? Okay, so work this out for me, Reed. You brought the coke here. Franklin bought the coke from you, broke it down, made it into crack, sold it, made his money, brought your money back to you. You gave him a re-up, and then y'all did it again and again and again for years, right? How is the money you stole out of his bank account in Panama yours? Go. Be Reed.
I can't answer that question.
No, you be Reed.
Because
I'm
doing this for
the American government and Patriot and the war, my legacy. That man delusional. Yes. The man is delusional.
He is being a colonizer with the money. Parissa apparently wants a purpose, or she's about to dip out because she can't sit still for a minute while somebody's out there trying to kill them.
Hey, I don't know why they broke up before, but like, why none of this stuff? None of these, like, why is she so down? Like, there's so many red flags. Why is she so down? Why all of a sudden do she want me to get the money back to Franklin? And then, what do you mean a purpose? And where are you going? Like, Franklin know about you too. Where you think you about to go?
Yeah, I wasn't aware that they apparently had some kind of history until his girl walked in and was like, oh, Parissa. Oh, okay.
No, remember, that's the only reason why he went to her house is because he knew that she was like a nurse or something like that, and that could help him. I didn't know
it was like this deep that even she knows about him and everything. Like,
well, that they were like in a relationship. It seemed like now, because she knew his ex-wife and all that. Yeah, I guess so.
I don't know. I thought that was crazy. Louie is at the house alone, and someone knocks at the door. That someone is Sissy. The two have a chat, and Sissy acknowledges how much Jerome loved Louie, and then states that the bullshit's got to stop. Louie blames Franklin, and Sissy says they all played a part. Louie seems to not understand that had she simply backed off at literally any point,
No,
none of
no,
this
no,
would have
Josh.
happened.
No, no, no. No, 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 because she understands English. And Jerome told her very clearly, in no uncertain terms, that you did this shit. It's you, and you would have been dead if I wasn't here. In no uncertain terms. And she understand English real good. Because when Reed said, get your ass over here, she came. So I know you understand orders, and I know you understand words. And so you know full on well you played a role in this shit. You're probably the driving force since Jerome was on his way to Jamaica when you told his ass to go make one more drop. Just make one more drop, Jerome. Please, just sell drugs for me one more time. I know this is what you was just crying to me about last night. But please, just one more drug deal, and then I will think about leaving with you. I just need more time. I need more time.
That was a pretty good recap.
I don't even know what be happening sometimes when I'm watching Louie and her scenes. I feel like she's like been slowly like unraveling, and now we've hit full blown crazy. Like we off the reservation.
Yep. She then explains that while Sissy lost Alton and Jerome, Louie doesn't have anything else left to care about. Kind of true, I guess.
Okay. Yep. So it's as if you couldn't get any worse.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lee and Franklin are kicking in the projects. Franklin asks for $500,000 despite not knowing when he can get it back. When asked what it's for, Franklin simply states the price of freedom. Franklin states that Jerome never should have broken away from the team, and Lee hesitates and stops walking. Franklin says that he'll call him.
Will he be dead?
No.
I mean, let's
Chances
get
are
to
he
what
would
they're
not.
trying to get at, right? Like Franklin he's in do or die mode, and he's not really feeling the weight of his uncle's death the way that other people feel like he need to be feeling it. Okay, is he wrong? Would Jerome have been dead if he wouldn't have left Franklin?
No.
Because
Chances are not.
she damn sure wouldn't have got kidnapped by Kane's boys if she was with
They would have
if
probably
she was
already
under-
dealt with Kane.
It would have been done. It already would have been done. Matter of fact, there wouldn't even been no beef because Franklin was the one who was trying to piece it out with Kane.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. There wouldn't have been no beef with Louie and Jerome.
It wouldn't have been no shooting. You wouldn't have been under duress. None of this would have happened. You wanted your own. You have to defend your own. People come for powerful people. You wanted to be powerful. You wanted to be the boss. People try to kill the boss. You wanted this. You begged for it. You cried for it. You said it was the only thing that mattered in life. You said it was worth dying for. That's what you told your husband the last time you talked to him before he died. That you being powerful was worth dying for. I guess you meant him, not you.
Yeah. Louie has a bad dream of everything that happened and wakes up looking for what may have been a knife, or I don't know what the fuck she was looking for. She then finds
Probably
keys.
the keys.
Well, she found the keys and then
She was looking for car keys so she can get the hell out of there.
She finds the keys and then goes on a drive to cry it out and then lands outside of Scully's crib, acting very irrational after hitting trash cans. Scully then makes her some tea, I think. Louie asks Scully how she found peace, and he admits that he knows they're not. Stop. Louie asks Scully how she found peace, or how he found peace, and he admits that he knows they're not gone. He also admits that he wants to burn the house down, but they won't let him.
Maybe she need more time with Scully. She should have stayed there for a little while. She needed to stay there for a little while.
Yep.
It looked like she took that and was just like, yeah, all right, whatever. That ain't what I wanted to hear.
She expected to be enlightened, and she wasn't.
I wanted you to say, go kill Franklin, and then you'll be okay. That's what I wanted you to say. Go do Franklin, and you'll be all right. Ain't that it, right? Yeah.
No. Franklin is having night terrors while he's in bed with V. Seems that the stresses of everything going down is really getting to him. V seems to be a little concerned. I mean, I didn't say anything, but she kind of had a look on her face.
Yeah, man died in front of him, man. You know, that's PTSD.
Yeah.
PTSD is to be expected, but I mean, it's harkening back to what her mom said to her, right? Is that he's coming unraveled and you're in danger. And so, like, them words are ringing in the back of her head while she's going through this with Franklin, which is
a long ass time ago.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
That when your parents are right about stuff.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate.
Facts. Louie comes to see some woman. Who the fuck was that?
Her sister, maybe? I don't know.
Have we ever seen her sister?
I have no clue.
I feel like
ooh, the Arkansas. The Arkansas. That was Shorty in Arkansas. Her and bro from Force with the ear.
I know
was together.
Yeah, I saw him at the funeral. So that I guess that makes sense. I just couldn't put two and two together. I'm like, I feel like that's somebody we know from before, but I just couldn't.
That's her family, like her cousin or something like that. That's why they had to hook up in Arkansas.
Okay.
Yep. And she held her down for a little bit.
Yep. All right. Oso's in bed with his lady, and she makes him get up to check the noise. KGB man is real life just chilling in Oso's dining room. KGB man wants Oso to go pick up some coke from Colombia so that Teddy can get jammed up with it. Oso tells bro they want to get away like a Southwest commercial. Then he asks for bread, just like he did with Franklin. KGB man says, and I quote, "Don't make me hurt nobody up in this bitch." He said that, like, literally, verbatim.
He didn't say that, but see, he desperate. Because now Teddy pressing him, and now he probably thinking, man, I should have just killed this man while he was here and left his body next to the coke with all the information. but he didn't, right? He let him walk, and now he has to do something. So he's gonna press Oso. If somebody pressing me, I'm gonna press on the next closest person under me, and that's Oso, since he done gave up on Franklin and Sissy for some reason.
Yeah. That still is weird, but yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was weird how he just hopped off of him and went to Oso, like Oso was going to be able to do anything more. I guess since he was working with Reed, but it ain't gave you no more fruit than what Sissy and Franklin.
Facts.
Uh-oh.
You good?
Yeah, I had switched over to the live real quick, and the volume was on. It was getting ready to start echoing.
Also, Oso's girl goes up and locks the door as if that was going to prevent him. Like he didn't already just pull up in the dining room.
Hey, she got to be one of the silliest characters in Snowfall. I swear to God she is. I swear to God she is one of the silliest characters. Okay, so last week, right? Boom. He was like, or 2 weeks ago, he was like, yes, the DEA has me, and so does the KGB. I wanted to tell you, but I couldn't. I didn't want to endanger you. He was like, we need to run. We need to pack up and go tonight. She was like, we not doing that. We ain't doing that because I want to live my life and you need to figure it out so we all can stay here. I was like, okay. So if we go with the other ones, then we have to get new names and, we have to leave and we can relocate. I'm not doing that either. Who am I going to be? How am I going to survive? What am I going to do? I don't have any money. Okay, señorita, I don't think you understand the situation. And so now this week, what she tell my man's Oso? Oh, I don't think that you should know where we're going. What Oso say? I think you're right. Yes. I think you're right.
We are going to have to discuss how your Oso sounds like Lorenzo from Power.
Nah, they different. They're different.
Are they?
Nah. Lorenzo is like, yeah, Monet. Hey, Kane, you're not ready yet, Kane. You need to be more than what you're doing now. Drew is smarter than you. That's Lorenzo.
Okay.
Right? Also is yeah, this. Oh, orderly, cabrón. You need to hurry up. Reed is on the way. Don't have much time, Vato.
Okay, so the difference is slightly more Spanish and a reference to Reed.
Yeah.
All right, cool, whatever. Leon seems to be cleaning his gun, and Wanda walks in with stuff for her new place. Wanda states that she's leaving the PJs. She also says that she sees them heading towards the same grave Jerome got, and she wants to change that.
Ding, 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 ding. See, this is why. This is why right here. These are the steps. These are the building blocks. They're gonna play this scene back in something that we talk about later on. But this is it. This is why. Because she has cleared her mind of drugs and sex and money. And now she gonna survive.
Lee says he got a plan to pass on the projects, but she ain't believing it and walks out. Moving on.
Yeah, bro.
We're not talking about Wanda. Well,
you see she got out the house, right? You see she got out the house. She said, yeah, I ain't leaving you or nothing, but I'm getting out these jets. Oh, yeah, I'm gone. I am up out of here, son. So you have fun. You know what I'm saying? Playing gangster over here. And if you make it out, great. We can probably head back to Africa. If not, brother, I told you so.
Fuck Wanda. Anyway, so Louie tells homegirl that she does actually. Louie tells homegirl that she was with that she does actually believe she holds some of the blame for Jerome's death, and that she keeps forgetting that he died, which I thought was a strange line. Like, you keep forgetting that Jerome died? Does that mean you think he's still here with us somehow?
That felt like one of them. That felt like one of them. Oh, I just feel so guilty. Like you want somebody to tell you not guilty. Like you just want somebody to rub your back and say, "Oh, it wasn't your fault." The hell it wasn't.
Yeah.
The hell it wasn't.
Inner Chakra says, "No Jerry curl juice on the keyboard. I hope no. My keyboard is clean. My keyboard is clean."
Hey, if y'all notice, the curls are getting tighter episode by episode. So y'all know what that mean. He got them little foam rollers. He putting them things in.
I have foam rollers.
He got them foam clip rollers. He putting them things together. Look at them things. Get closer. Show the people. Go ahead. Hey. That ain't come out the package like that. On God, it did.
You know what's funny is I actually think I was wearing the wig backwards for like the first few episodes.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
No. I think it made it funnier. A little bit.
Okay.
Go back and watch the other ones. Teddy pages Louie, and Louie calls back and asks, what does Teddy want? Louie is obviously mad at Teddy, but then Teddy states that this isn't a request. Louie agrees to meet ASAP.
Yeah, see, look, Reed. Look here, brother. Because what I got out of that scene, after the annoyance of how obedient she was after talking shit for about 2 seconds, the potential here, and I'm gonna call it out, even though it may end up being one of the greatest fake outs in television. Louie, in an instance, realizes after she, kind of ran it through her mind about what she asked Franklin about later on, that Reed is in a very vulnerable position at the moment as well.
Of course.
And staying with the theme here, I do not want to be under anybody's thumb. I don't want to be anybody's puppet. I don't want to be anybody's pawn. I don't want to be just out here floating at everybody's whim, right? That applies to Franklin. Think it applies to Reed?
Yes.
Okay. So,
especially the way he be talking, a few scenes later.
Now I got an opportunity. Now I have an opportunity. Maybe I can kill two birds with one stone.
It's possible.
So, she could, we'll see. We'll capitulate. Okay, sure. Mr. CIA man, I'll meet you here, there. I'll be there. Click. Right? And then gives the impression that she'll do anything to kill Franklin. And gives him a very valid reason to believe her, because you're not about to fake out Reed. You're not going to lie to him and think you're going to set him up. But gives him a very legitimate reason, right? i.e. Jerome,
Yeah. Yep.
which makes him completely vulnerable. Which makes him completely vulnerable. Here's the multi-layered chest though. Here's multi-layered chest though. Oh, Franklin, you want to read? Okay, this is what we gonna do. I'm gonna fake like I got you. I'm gonna make it seem like I actually got you. And there are pieces of my theory that are littered. I'll point it out when we talk about it in the episode.
Sure.
But let me make him think that I got you. It'll draw him out. We could get the jump on him, right? Boom, this is over. You go your way, I go my way. Whole time, Reed shows up. He's gone. You gone too, fool.
I mean that all makes sense. But then what does she do after? Does she live a normal life, or
She runs the city.
Okay.
She find another connect and keep doing what
she
she's
has to find
doing.
another plug.
Well, that's life apparently in drug TV dramas.
Sure.
Finding a new plug is like finding a new love interest. It's going to happen once or twice a season.
At least 3 times a season in Power. So
you know what I mean? It's a thing. So is life.
Right. All right.
But then whoever her new perspective one is ain't Reed or Franklin.
True. Yeah, she has a little bit more control, a little more leeway.
Mm-hmm.
Inner chakra's got to chill out because they say they see the curl definition for sure. And I'm gonna need you to chill out, trying to influence our
curlers
watchers. No,
it's the curlers, bro.
This one is mad emo right here. I don't know what.
I ain't never see that curl like that.
This one is mad emo.
Coiled over about 9 times. That's crazy.
This is Fallout Boy right here. I don't know what's going on with this.
Where you get them rollers, bro?
Chill out. Anyway, Sissy is staring out the window, and as Wanda walks in the room, they have a conversation about where Wanda will go. Sissy offers her position to Wanda at the shelter full time. Sissy then says she doesn't know she'll ever go to the shelter again. Wanda asks what she'll do when all this is over, and Sissy laughs.
Because it's never going to be over, I guess, apparently.
Because she's probably going to die. Is what she
No.
I think she thinks that it's not looking good for her and her family.
Well, who about to get him?
Teddy.
Blouse.
I don't know. She just seems to be in a very depressed state about all of it.
Well, I mean, for obvious reasons, but I guess, yeah. Well.
Franklin meets up with Oso, and Franklin doesn't have the documents, but he does have the bread. Franklin asks what happened, and Oso says that the DEA busted him. Franklin obviously gets upset and pulls a gun. Oso admits that Franklin is clean. Oso then talks about KGB Man. He explains that everybody apparently wants Teddy. Franklin realized that with Oso at the crossroad and with him saying that everything needs to happen now, Franklin believes that he can help him with another day with the DEA, but he still needs Teddy. Oso hasn't seen him in quite some time. Or at least a couple days.
So, the part that I was talking about that kind of confirms it is what Franklin says to Oso when they're trying to work out how they gonna get him out, how they gonna draw him out. He was like, he can smell a rat. Oso was like, he can smell a rat. He not gonna be set up. Similar to what I was saying, right? Franklin says back to him, I think so. I guess you have to make him think you got me or something. What did he say back to him? You remember?
Vaguely. He did say
he said something. He said something back to like, I guess we got to make him think that you got me or that I'm here or something. Referencing, we got to make sure he believes he's safe and has the drop on me in some kind of way, right? So now he got the person who's going to be able to get closest to Reed. He got 2 people, right? His closest confidant and his distributor.
Well, he doesn't have her yet.
Yeah. Well, if my theory is running correctly, it's then already been worked out. Okay. That was the only reason why he got her, and she understood that, and she played towards it because she saw an opportunity to not only get Reed up out of here, but take care of her business with Franklin at the same damn time.
Fair enough.
So while Franklin think he playing Louie, Louie is playing Reed with the ultimate goal of being able to play Franklin.
But Louie don't know that he also has Oso.
Exactly. Oso is Franklin's like trump card, and then Louis is that. Well, after we handle this business with Reed, I still have to let you go.
So then this is a Mexican standoff.
Yes. I didn't want to say it, so you said it for me. Appreciate it.
You said it last episode.
You could have just said standoff. I think I said standoff.
You definitely said Mexican standoff. Maybe you did.
Don't be racist to don't be racist, Josh.
Also, not anybody else that's involved. The two black people and the white guy. Yeah, sure. Okay. The CIA discussed Franklin killing Teddy's father, and of course they dropped the N-bomb.
Yo, fam, why? Where did that come from? He was so concerned. The nigga killed his father?
Literally haven't said it in seasons. And then
I have never heard somebody say that word with so much concern in their voice. Nigga killed his father? He was so hurt.
Oh, man. Yeah, the CIA honcho tells Teddy's handler to go fill in some cracks of info that they don't have. So maybe the handler's coming to play at some point in this.
Filling some. What I heard when he said filling some cracks is make this disappear. Like this crack leads back to us. Make sure it doesn't. You know what I'm saying?
They didn't have some info that about Franklin or some shit. And you might be right. You're probably right.
Yeah, because I don't think the CIA is getting involved in retaliation against Franklin. If the end result of Franklin's tirade is Teddy, a disavowed CIA agent, is killing him, we'll wash our hands up and act like we didn't know what was going on. That's the whole point.
That's what the government
does. Literally the whole point. If you go down, we don't know you, bro. So I hope you get your shit together, but if you don't, we'll be at Langley next week for your replacement.
If they even get a replacement for this one.
Oh, well, we know this carries on for a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
Who's the president right now? Clinton?
86. Bush Sr.?
Oh, no. Bush Sr. Bush Sr. And then that leads into Clinton? Was there?
So it might be Reagan.
Bush Sr. leads into Clinton.
It's either Reagan leading into Bush Sr. or Bush Sr. leading into Clinton.
If we're at the late 80s, early 90s, that should be Bush Sr. leading into Clinton. And him and his wife about to send all these niggas to jail.
It's Reagan.
It's Reagan leading into Bush Sr.?
Yes.
All right, well, Bush Sr. about to send everybody over to war for a little bit, so maybe they'll get a little bit of reprieve. But then when good old Bill from Arkansas get in there, everybody going to jail. Him and Joe locking up everybody.
Facts. All right. Teddy meets up with
Sorry
Louie.
for the history lesson.
It's all good. Teddy meets up with Louie, and Teddy asks what happened. Teddy asks Louie for Franklin, and Louie says she don't know shit about that. Louie tells Teddy that Jerome is dead and that she has Franklin to thank for it. After the funeral, she would even kill Franklin, but until the funeral, Teddy better shut the hell up.
Hey, if you needed to convince a CIA agent that you were on his side, you've done an excellent job.
Yeah.
You've done an excellent job. And maybe that's part of my frustration with watching is because I just didn't get it. I didn't get it at first. I'm like, yo, what's up? What is going on? Because think about it, right? Jerome died flat out because Louie needed her power. She needed everything she amassed in the drug business. She needed her notoriety, her position, her status. She needed all that. And she wouldn't give it up even for her husband.
Yes.
So in the wake of that, for a person who has lost so much to gain this autonomy, nobody is going to take that. Not even the U.S. government is going to take that away from me. So if I have to, I will even work with temporarily who I deem to be my husband's true killer, if it means I can cut off both of these thumbs and I don't have to worry about either one of you for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm thinking that it would be beautiful if that's where she was going with it. Like right after they do Reed, Franklin starts struggling. All right, cut me loose. And she just look at him. All right, come on, Lou. Come on, Lou, let me out, Lou. Thought I was gonna let you go. Oh!
I hate that ending.
You hate it, but it's beautiful. That would complete her villain arc because it's rare we've ever seen, other than Reed taking all his money. We've rarely seen Franklin outsmarted.
Yes.
Very rarely.
Yes, for sure.
So,
along with the other part that I'm not getting, apparently. Along with the other part of the ending that I'm not getting.
I don't even understand why you wanted that so bad. Like you are a villain yourself. You and Louie have a lot in common.
No, it's not. That's not fact.
You and Louie are. Will you hang out at rehabs and boo people on their way out, Josh? Is that what you do in your spare time?
Boo! Get back on the crack. Boo!
You quitter. Is that what you do?
No, but that's
Jesus. Who roots against Wanda?
I didn't say that I wanted her back on the crack.
You just said it. Boo! Get back on that crack.
That was a joke. That was a joke. But I don't want that to happen to her. I want her to stay sober. Just not on this plane.
Okay.
Everyone heads to Jerome's funeral. Leon, Wanda, Frank and V, Oso, Big Dion, Scully. Wanda talks to Leon about Jerome loving Louie and admits to Leon that she doesn't know what she'd do if she lost him. Which at the time I thought was a little bit of foreshadowing for one of them.
Yeah.
At least.
Yep. It
still may be, but not the way that.
Yeah, no, I'm much more on the train of where you feel Leon is going than I do Wanda. Now it seems all but decided at this point.
At this point, yeah.
I think they even foreshadowed who it's gonna be too, and that just feels wrong.
I agree.
This feels wrong.
So technically, I still kind of called it, but I just don't want it this way. Anyway, Effion00 says, Effion00 says, sup chat, and Franklin was cold, but man, he looked desperate in this episode until the funeral.
He saw an opportunity, and I think that either way you cut it, he did both the right thing and the evil thing. Like, he did the right thing, I guess, for the wrong reason, but like, in that moment, if you were about to have what was about to happen to Louie happen to you, would you give a damn? You ain't the devil. You are. Well, I won't say that. You are my guardian angel. I was getting ready to say Jesus, but you are my guardian angel. Please save me.
Yikes.
Please.
Also, at the funeral, I wondered what that look was between Einstein and Scully. Does Scully know whether or not Einstein was there when his girl got killed? Does he know? Like,
was he there?
Scully went up and like looked at him and was like, and then just walked off.
I hope not. I hope Scully don't go back into his old ways and get Einstein. Einstein got to make it out. Even
the homeboy asked, like, what was that about?
I mean, but Scully is a weird individual, though. So, like,
yeah,
let's not. You can't read too deeply into it. We have no idea what's going on, bro.
Fair enough. Franklin tells Oso to make sure that he's there for the repast because he's got some info. And Oso is absolutely shook because bro just told him that he's sorry for his loss. That's how you respond to that? Show up to the repast. I got some info. Sorry for your loss, bro.
You don't have time for that right now. He doesn't have time for that. He don't know if Reed gonna shoot this man while he's sitting in his chair at the funeral.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
That man ain't got no decorum. He is paranoid.
Yikes. Buckley makes it to the funeral and lies to Louie about Jerome paging that nigga while he was high on crack.
High on crack. High on crack. I guess you don't care, though. I guess we just gonna let Buckley live his crack-filled life while you try to kill one of the only people on the planet that Jerome gave a damn about. And sure as hell ain't give a damn about Leon. It was you, Sissy, and Franklin. That's it. That's all.
Yep. Dion says, "Hey, nigga," to Leon, and he asks if they killed the nigga who did that to Jerome. Leon says yes, and Dion seems as if he respects him for it. That's a wild way to get a nigga's attention at a funeral. Hey, nigga. Excuse me?
I think that was, hey, yeah, let me loosen him up and talk to him on some cool shit so that he don't see me coming.
The mood is tense, sir. Relax. I'm not hearing a hey nigga at the funeral like that. Chill out.
I probably wouldn't even stop.
Get some decorum. I wouldn't even stop. I'd be like, man, I don't know what's going on over here. Franklin asks Louie what she needs from him. She asks him why'd he come back for her. And he states that he was raised to respect women and that it's a man's duty and that he couldn't live with himself if he left her there with Kane. Then he states that Louie made him a promise in the warehouse and then asks for all the help he can get. She calls him the devil and he agrees. Solid scene.
That was a beautiful scene.
That was a solid scene.
Like, even how he just kind of like, I know. No.
Yep.
Like, woo!
Yep.
Chills down your spine, man. Hey, first of all, respect that man, Damson Idris, man. Stop treating him like he not one of them ones out here ascending. It's not just Michael B. Jordan. He's not the only actor that exists in Black Hollywood.
Facts.
Man, Damson.
Facts.
Man.
Hopefully he doesn't get typecast as a gangster from LA.
Yeah. But man, oh man. So the beginning of the first part of why he came back, you actually seen that. Like, that's not all bullshit. I don't think he'll ever describe to her in detail how it all went down when he left the warehouse. But we as an audience got to see it. He drives off and barely gets a block away and immediately pulls over and pages Jerome.
Yeah.
Right? Wouldn't even take the shot itself. Shit. Let me do you so that I know that they won't do you like that. I just get it over with now. He didn't even do that. Which at that point he already had also to set up to set up Reed. So he wasn't even thinking about Louie until she started begging and pleading.
Facts.
Which was crazy. A crazy time to try to start negotiating, by the way. Like, who did you learn from? Obviously not Franklin.
Yeah. Yep.
Obviously not Franklin.
Facts. All right. Effion00 says Scully is the most calmest, vicious G in the show. Never has a character be peaceful. It's like Thanos snapping half the universe, then having therapy sessions with people coping with loss. And then he says, "Oh, did y'all discuss the part with Louie and the woman's conversation in the bathroom, talking about how she and them two are the way that they are?" Maybe I didn't peep.
I mean, I know that they were talking about what happened with Jerome and everything and how she was feeling. She said something about how they both were.
I vaguely remember that, but I don't know. Maybe it just didn't seem...
Maybe I had to watch it back. Yeah, I didn't catch it.
Because I didn't know who it was at first. So, like, it didn't seem like it was...
If that's the part maybe that led into her saying, hey, Louie, that wasn't your fault. And then Louie, for the first time... said in it, but it kind of felt like it was like a cheap in it. Yeah. She was like, how did I end up back here? Because I worked so hard to get out of that position of, a working girl. And now I was right back there. Like, after everything that I've done, I was right back in there. So it got to be my fault some kind of way. Right. Which, yeah, no, it is. It is. Most certainly is. But I don't know. Maybe that's what he was referencing.